Meditation Foundation, which taught me to meditate, conducted an experiment in Washington to evaluate the effects of concentrated meditation on that city's crime figures. They got a group of people ranging between a few hundred to 1,000 to meditate in a hotel to see if this would impact the behaviour of the wider community. From a cynical perspective, it was a bold experiment to embark upon. Why would a bunch of, I'm going to assume, hippies sitting still in a room, thinking a word, change the way a criminal outside in Washington would behave? In fact, who funded this madness? It makes no material sense. We are living in a material world and I'm a material girl, sang Madonna, and she's right. It is, and she is. Quantum physicist John Hagelin was one of the scientists behind this experiment. I've chatted to him about meditation and asked for neurological data that advances meditation beyond an esoteric practice for bearded wizards in the Himalayas. Transcendental meditation, though, was actually brought to the West by a bearded wizard from the Himalayas. Known as the Maharishi, you might recognise him from the 60s, when he was at the epicentre of a countercultural explosion, perched cross-legged on a flower-strewn stage with the Beatles. The technique of TM that the Maharishi taught them is the type of meditation that I use. Hagelin describes it as a tool to get beyond thought to the source of thought. When scanned in a meditative state, the brain behaves in a tangibly distinct electrophysical way, a fourth state of consciousness: awake, asleep, dreaming, and the meditative state. There is some distance to traverse, according to conventional thinking, between meditation producing unusual brainwaves and crime falling in a major metropolis as a result of a group of people practicing it. Over the course of the 2-month experiment, crime fell by 23%. What's more, the figure increased in tandem with the number of people practicing. John Hagelin said, through meditation we can access the unity beyond diversity. That beyond the atomic, subatomic, nuclear, subnuclear, there is a unified field. The results of this experiment suggest that if a significant proportion of a population regularly meditate, it will affect consciousness beyond the people involved.